Before you give up, remember those who depend on you. It's a powerful reminder that though we may feel alone in our struggles, our lives impact more than just ourselves. Many times we might think giving up would only be a personal decision, but the truth is that our actions create ripples that affect everyone around us. Our family, our children, our colleagues, and even those we may not see directly, like a parent or mentor who invested time and resources in our success. Think of a CEO leading a big company. This leader might be tempted to shut down the business during hard times, but that single decision doesn't just affect the CEO. It impacts every worker relying on that job to provide for their families. One choice could send shockwaves through dozens, even hundreds of households. Or consider a student who's failing and feels they're wasting everyone's time. Giving up might seem like a relief. But what about their parents who worked long hours to pay for tuition, or the teachers who believed in their potential? These are the people counting on that student to succeed and make something of themselves. Even in marriage, there can be moments of doubt, times when quitting seems like the best escape from hardships. But a parent's decision to leave isn't theirs alone. It leaves a lasting impact on the children who depend on their unity and stability. There's also the worker who's ready to quit their job because of a difficult boss. Maybe the environment feels intolerable, but leaving could mean financial struggles for their family, or missing the chance for growth that may lie on the other side of persistence. The Bible itself gives us many examples of people who faced temptation to quit. But the consequences remind us why we should consider the cost. Take David, for example. He stepped back from battle, and in his idleness, found himself ensnared by temptation with Bathsheba, leading to a chain of events that brought suffering not only to him, but to many around him. His decision impacted an entire family and even his kingdom. 2 Samuel 11:1-27. Or think about the young prophet in 1 Kings 13. He was given strict instructions by God but chose to stop and rest, only to be deceived by the old prophet, which led to his death. One small pause, one moment of hesitation, led to a tragic end. This wasn't just about one person. It became a message to all about the consequences of stepping away from our calling. And then there's the story of the Israelites in the wilderness. Impatient and tired of waiting for Moses, they asked Aaron to make them a golden calf. They gave up on God, and the result was not only punishment, but a lasting story of the dangers of quitting on faith when challenges seem insurmountable. Outside of the Bible, we see the same patterns in real life. An athlete, exhausted and on the verge of quitting a race, may not realize they're only a few strides from victory. Sometimes it's those who cheer us on that help us push past that breaking point. Without their support, they might give up too soon. And the same is true in the race of life. Some have turned from their faith, their dreams, or their purpose, not knowing they were only a short distance from a breakthrough. There are countless stories of people who almost quit, who nearly gave up on something great because they were only looking at their own pain or struggle. But life isn't just about us. God often places people on our paths who depend on us, who need us to stay strong even when it feels impossible. So before you give up, count the cost. Think of those watching and waiting, those inspired by your strength, and those who may never tell you how much they need you to keep going. We all have people counting on us even if we don't realize it. And remember, every struggle and every test of patience brings with it a chance to grow, not just for ourselves, but for all those impacted by our journey. Don't quit on yourself, and don't quit on those who need you to keep fighting.